Hello! I'm really glad you're here. I'm Amy, and this is Amy's Wild Cards. This is the podcast where I interview people who I think are my friends with a deck of cards filled with random questions I have created. This deck will be shuffled at the beginning of each interview, and whatever questions come up in whatever order is completely up to fate. We're gonna laugh, maybe cry, possibly be offended. Let's get into it. So today, my friend Rachel is here.
Hello.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
Rachel has no idea what she just got herself into.
No. I didn't even know this was on camera.
Whoopsies!
Great.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be on Spotify and YouTube as well.
Yes, you did tell me
Okay,
that.
good.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think maybe that's what it was. I thought when I was like YouTube, that meant like video,
well,
but
and I
not
was walking up
necessarily.
and I thought, that makes sense because you said it was on YouTube. So,
But I apologize. I'll be more clear in the future. So, you can choose when I stop shuffling, so you have a little control over your interview.
okay.
Or I choose.
You can choose.
Okay. I want to shuffle just like a smidge more.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
Fine.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes people are like, I had this one friend, he was like, I'm so nervous. And I was like,
No,
I was
I'm
like,
not
why?
nervous. Yeah.
I was like, it's just me. He's like, and everyone on the internet. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, no, I'm not nervous.
Yeah. You're like, I've done worse.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, here we go. Why is beauty so valuable?
How long are the answers supposed to be?
As long as you want. I like that
Okay.
you asked that. Nobody else is asking
Oh,
that.
okay. I think it is valuable in our culture, not all the way across the world, and especially here in LA because we're near Hollywood and all that stuff. But I think it's, I think it's a cultural thing because there's a lot of other cultures where it's not, the importance on beauty is not so, and even different areas of the country. So, where it's not so in your face.
Right.
And I think especially for women, it's just the whole patriarchy,
The patriarchy of it all.
Exactly. So, yeah.
Okay, great. Monotheist, polytheist, or atheist?
Me or,
However you want to take that question.
I mean, I think for everybody else to each their own, whatever works. For me, it's kind of can vary day to day. Like the universe is kind of, my thing that I identify with the most, but
Would you call the universe like a mono, a poly? Like because I know a lot of us do that too. We're like
Yeah.
the universe, but like what would that quantify
I guess
as?
like poly because
Right.
it's everything in the universe, like
Right.
nature, just like, the sun, the planets, the stars, all of that. And I think for other people, like to me, it doesn't really matter what religion. If somebody identifies with a specific religion, it's like I don't particularly, but I believe that religion gives people like hope and it just gives them like a structure to their faith.
Yeah.
And, if that's what works for them, then that's great for them.
Great. Are you nicer to people that you find very attractive versus those you don't?
No.
Great. What is something that always brings you joy?
My nephews and my
cute.
niece.
How many
Yeah.
do you have?
I have 4 nephews and 1
That's a
niece.
lot.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. My
fun.
sister has 3.
They
And my
local?
brother has 2. Santa Clarita and Palmdale. So
Oh, that's nice.
pretty close.
Oh, that's good to be close to
yeah.
them. Have you ever love bombed someone?
I don't think so.
You know what? I didn't think I had either, but then I realized I had accidentally love bombed a few people.
How so? Like, give an example.
Yeah, no,
I guess.
for sure. I think it was like just like being excited
Okay.
by the person initially and being excited by your connection and then kind of like not future tripping because that's more of a fear-based thing, but like like planning your future together and being like, oh, I could see us getting married, and oh, I would love to go travel this place with this person.
No.
Or,
I'm like opposite.
yeah. So like I guess like there's been a few people where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take care of you, or they're gonna take care of me. I play different roles depending on who it is.
Right.
But yeah, I guess getting caught up in the excitement of it all, and then you actually find out who that person actually is.
Oh, got
and
it.
you're like, oh, never mind.
Okay, yeah, no.
So
no.
I don't think that's the exact definition of love bombing,
Right.
but I can see how in the past when I was in a really toxic place in my life, I had done that to some people.
Yeah.
And it probably came off as love bombing.
Yeah.
Whoopsies. Do you think people like you?
Generally, yes.
Yeah.
I do.
I don't think I've had anybody on who thinks otherwise. Like, I don't think I have unlikable people on my podcast.
Well, especially if it's your podcast.
Right.
You would only have people that you like.
That makes sense. Oh, okay. What is your love language? Acts of service, quality time, gift giving, physical touch, or words of affirmation?
Acts of service.
And is that how you receive love the most or give love the
Yes.
most? Or both? Sometimes it
I
tends
guess
to be both.
yeah, because that's how it's like. I think a lot of people, they tend to give what their
Exactly.
love language is. But yeah, mine is definitely acts of service.
Can you think of like a certain act that someone has done for you that you felt like really loved by?
I think for me, it's kind of just like the small things, like if somebody was to, I can give you an example that actually just happened at work. I'm going on a trip next week, and I was kind of freaking out about like, what am I going to wear? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to travel with suits. They're going to get all wrinkly.
Yeah.
And this gal at work, I was talking to her about it because she has traveled a lot, like in her past jobs. And so she was giving me some advice and stuff. And then she said if she sees anything, she would let me know. And the next day she had gone shopping and found like 3 suit jackets that were good for travel and brought them in
Love
and had
it.
me try them on, and 2 of them fit.
Love
and I just
it.
thought that was the sweetest, most thoughtful thing. And it made me so happy. It was just like really, really nice.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
I think I've had the opposite where I had a best friend before that I used to like get her stuff all the time. Like if I saw it, I thought of her, I'd get it for her. But then she actually didn't like that, and she felt like pressured by it or like guilty in some way. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she kept asking me to stop, and I had a really hard time stopping.
But isn't there a gifting isn't there a gifting love language?
Like gift giving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think that is, like, I have a friend hers is gift giving.
Yeah.
And she loves it.
But then she just really...
It made her uncomfortable.
It made her uncomfortable to receive. And then, like, truthfully, I was being a bad friend and not respecting her boundaries by continuing to do it. And she's like, no.
Yeah. And I don't like receiving gifts, so I understand.
Yeah.
But a lot of my friends know me by now. And one of my friends is a gift giver. Like, that's her love language. She loves doing it. And so there's kind of like a joke where they'll be like, okay, you can get Rachel candles, or, there's like specific things, like anything else, like she might throw it away or give it away.
Yeah. Well, that's good to have friends who know.
They do. They
I
know
love
me.
that.
It just makes me laugh.
Okay. Isn't everyone at least a little bisexual?
I don't know.
Really?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know.
You think there's some truly heterosexual people out here?
I mean, I think everybody's probably on a spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just like, for some weird reason, my mind went to my mom and dad, and I was like, no.
No, my parents are straight. My parents are so straight. Yeah.
But I think probably, like, if there is any, because I think like when we're kids, like, or not kids, but, like younger, whatever, if there is any type of tendency, I'm sure it tends to get smashed by,
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why it took me so long to figure out my queerness.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. What is the most disgusting taste you've ever had in your mouth?
I think probably those like Harry Potter jelly beans.
Oh, you tried those?
Yeah, like the gross flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like, I don't even know, fish or like booger. Like they're disgusting. Yeah. That's like the first thing I could think of.
I love that you had an answer for that too. Why did you say yes to being on this podcast?
Because you're my friend and I want to do something for you.
Oh, thank you. Act of service.
Exactly.
It's coming together now.
Exactly.
Now we have a theme for the episode. I like to judge people based on their favorite films. What is yours?
One of my favorite films is When Harry Met Sally.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. A classic rom-com.
Yeah, I used to watch it during Christmas and like when I was wrapping my Christmas presents. I loved it.
It was just
and I believed, I was always like, well, yeah, men and women can't be friends. It's so true. So that was like my,
So that's like as a kid, you're like,
yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Spell Velociraptor.
V
Yeah.
E
Mm-hmm.
L
Mm-hmm.
O
Mm-hmm.
C
Mm-hmm.
I P T O R. No. Veloso.
You're really close.
C-O-R-A-P-T-O-R.
C-O-R-A?
Mm-hmm.
V-E-L-O-C-I-R-A-P-T-O-R.
I got like one wrong, right?
Yeah, you're just so close. Honestly, I don't know if I could have done it. Is there something in your life where no matter how much of it you have, it is never enough?
Probably, I mean, like food.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I understand.
Hopefully that won't be the case forever,
right.
But right now, yes.
Yeah, I understand. Rachel, can you describe God?
No.
Great. Me neither.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good being okay with that. For so long, I literally was like, I have to figure out this God thing.
Yeah.
It was literally a goal of mine. Yeah. And I lost my mind.
Yep.
Trying to do that.
Yeah. When I finally was like, I don't think I'm supposed to ever be able to understand or be able to describe.
Yeah.
Because it's so much bigger than I could even try to put into words or imagine.
Mm-hmm. I think it's like a really young child, maybe like a 5-year-old trying to understand like statistics,
right?
Which I'm taking right now, which is like crazy equations and oh my gosh, it's so much. And I have this memory of being in first grade and my teacher being like, and there's numbers below 0. And I was like, what? Below 0? That's impossible. 0 is the smallest number.
Yeah.
Ah! And so I think it's like something like that. And then you get older and you're like, oh yeah, negative numbers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, decimals. Like, you just kind of figure it out. So I think it's that on a much bigger scale.
Yeah.
Is how I envision like a God conscious understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Another God question for you.
Okay.
What do you think doing God's will means?
I think it means, the first word that comes to my mind is love, just being like loving. And I think it's just doing, I don't know, kind of putting one foot in front of the other, showing up to the things that I need to show up for. And if it's, I guess it's like, I don't really think about it in my everyday like life. It's like when something comes up that I don't know what to do or I'm not sure what to do, then I just feel like it will be revealed to me at some point. And my life, it's like, it's pretty simple. So it's not like there's all these complicated, like hand-wringing angst kind of decisions and things that I need to make. So I think it's just, being the most authentic self that I can be and being helpful and of service to people.
Do you think that like doing God's will is different for different people, or it's like the same kind of will for everyone? Like be kind, be of service, be present.
Yeah, I think generally, like, I don't think God wants people going around, like, it doesn't seem like godly to be like angry at people, or it doesn't feel like spiritual, you know?
So I guess what I'm getting at is like, do you think we have different missions or like different goals?
Yeah, that sounds right.
So like God's will for one person could not be God's will for another person.
Because I think like each person is like, people have different, you know, talents or passions, and I think those come from God or spirituality.
I think so too.
Yeah.
What is the most adorable thing about you?
I don't know. I've never thought of myself as adorable.
Really?
No.
Has anyone ever called you adorable?
I mean, probably, but I have no idea. I mean, probably like my dimples, I guess.
Cute. Did you hate that question?
It was kind of like, yeah, it's weird.
What?
Like, embarrassing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad I could ask it then. Are you living the life you want?
I mean, not like 100%, but I think I'm happy with my life for the most part.
What would you change?
I mean, I would like to write more. I love writing, and I don't, and it's always a thing off and on throughout my entire
What kind of
life.
writing?
I like just like fiction. I mean, any type of writing, but I've always liked fiction writing.
Okay.
So
like novels, stories.
yeah, like short stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't know this about you.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things about doing this podcast. Why are you here?
In this room,
However you want to take it.
I'm here because you asked me to do a podcast.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm very like literal.
Yeah. I see that by the answer to that question.
Yeah.
Rachel, why are you so obsessed with me?
Because I like your voice. Like, ever since I first heard your voice, I was like, she has a cool voice.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, and you're honest and authentic, and you just are like a real person, and you have a good personality.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Do you think that you're smarter than me?
In what way?
I know.
Exactly.
I know.
Exactly, because there's like emotional intelligence. There's like, are we talking like math, English, a particular subject?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. We'll leave it there. Ooh, okay. You're the first person to get this question. I just added this in.
Okay.
Is there anyone you no longer speak to that you would like to speak to again? And what would you say to them?
I'm assuming like no longer speak to because like something happened or distance or something
That's
like
how
that.
I took it, but however you want to take it.
Yeah. I would say the first person who came to my mind is my friend Colleen. We went to high school together, and we drifted apart with some things, and we're still like Facebook friends.
Yeah.
But she's not in my life anymore, and I just like kind of miss her sometimes because we had we like laughed a lot together. Like she was just a really fun friend.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would say
What would you say to her?
Probably just I miss you, and yeah.
Do you think she'd watch this?
I mean, if I told her to, but I mean, if she like stumbled upon it and she was like, "Oh, that's Rachel," yeah, she would.
Yeah, and then this would be really cute for her to hear.
Yeah.
What if you send it to her? Would that be weird?
No.
Will you send it to her?
Yeah. I will.
Oh my god, I love it. Okay. What is the absolute worst thing about you?
My foot odor.
Your foot odor.
Yes.
I don't know why I didn't think it was going to be something like physical, and I wasn't ready for that answer. But thank you so much. And also, just for the note, I can't smell Rachel's feet at all. Great. Okay.
My wife is going to die laughing.
Yeah, great. I want someone to have a good time. When was the last time someone told you they love you?
Today.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who was it?
Probably my wife.
Yeah, there she is again.
Yep.
Would you rather be funny, smart, or incredibly good looking?
Funny.
Yeah.
I think it
Why?
makes up for the others. Because if you're
like you can be
very good looking, because like you could be like, let's say you're not quote unquote attractive, but like
Yeah.
being funny could make you attractive.
It's true.
And I feel like to be funny, you have to have some level of intelligence.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. If you could choose to have a menstrual cycle or not, what would you choose?
Not.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
100.
Shoot a gun or an arrow?
An arrow.
Right?
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm not a gun person.
Me neither. Have you ever shot an arrow?
I wish.
Yeah.
No, I have not.
It's difficult. I'm going to do it at summer camp this summer. There's an adult like recovery summer camp I go to. I'm going to tell you about it.
Oh, that's
Have you heard of it?
fun.
It's called Camp Spirit Fire.
No.
Okay, I'm going to give you the info. It's
Yeah.
really fun.
I feel like I would be, well, I'm quarter Native American. So
Oh.
I feel like it would just come natural to me.
I think it would. I think so.
Like we went, what is that? Axe throwing?
Yeah.
And I was
You crushed it.
scarily good at it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's because I'm Native American.
Yeah. I love that.
Probably the same with shooting an
With
arrow.
shooting an
Just,
arrow,
psh, right
husking
there.
corn.
First time.
Yes,
Yeah.
first time. That's great. Have you ever shot a gun?
No.
Oh,
I am
it's horrible.
not a gun person.
No, I'm
do
not
not like
either.
guns.
But I like somehow have ended up dating these men who love guns, and then I'm like, okay, I'll try it, and it's terrible.
No, I won't even hold a gun.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
They're trash.
I don't like being
No.
around them.
No,
I won't.
it's
no.
so scary.
Yeah.
And then there's like this sense of like, oh, it's so easy to kill someone this way. It's messed up. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
Oh, what is the longest you've ever meditated for?
I don't know. Probably 12 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty good. People who've done hours,
No.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I think I want to. I'm kind of envious. Like I
I
kind of want to
mean,
try.
who has that kind of time? That's a lot.
Yeah, like to do a 2-hour meditation.
Yeah. Well, and
But like, do you watch TV for 2 hours sometimes? You know what I
course,
mean? So it's
yeah.
like you could.
I could.
Yeah,
But
the time is there.
I would have to go like, yeah, it would have to be in doses. Like work my way up to that.
Yeah. No, we can't
Yeah.
just go from 12 to 2 hours.
I mean, I've done like sound baths.
Yeah,
Is
me
that
too.
a meditation?
Oh, that's a good point. Because if we're counting sound baths, then I've done like an hour.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, we're experts. Okay. I feel better about this. Okay, so this is the last question before the final question.
Okay.
Can you believe we're already like at the end?
No, it went so fast.
So fast because you're having such a good time.
I am.
Have you ever thought about watching your own funeral so you could hear all the nice things people will say about you while you are still alive and can enjoy it?
No.
I didn't think so.
I have
It's
no
not
interest.
your personality. No interest.
No. Once I'm gone, I'm going to be like, peace out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're gonna be
I'm
on
on
to
to
bigger,
the
better
next.
things. Yeah, we're don't.
Plus,
need
my
it.
wife would be too sad. Like, it would just make me
It would
sad.
you're assuming you're gonna die first as well.
We always assume we're going to be the first person to die.
Yeah, because you don't want to be left with a heartache.
Plus, I'm older than her. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it could happen.
Yeah.
Sure. Final question.
Okay.
For all of my guests, in our last 3 minutes, if this is the only surviving audio clip left of you in existence, what do you want people to know?
Well, I would want people to know that, I don't know, that's a hard question.
Yeah, just real light.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, like, I'm being
Oh.
sarcastic, but I'm just like, yeah, it's just a light question. But, like, you can answer it however you want. For me, I would take it very seriously.
Yeah, that's like,
Because it's also a possibility.
it is a possibility. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I would want my family to know that I love them. And that's like, I don't know. That's like a really hard question. That you know, to my nephews, like, and to my niece, that like they should be very proud of themselves and that they can truly do anything that they want to do, that they're all smart, and I love them so much. And Yeah, I think that's like it's really would be geared more to like specific people who
Yeah,
already
exactly.
who like I already know. And just to not be like so hard on yourself, you know? That's which is really hard, and it's something I've been telling myself my whole life, my sister, like everybody, and my nephews are the same.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's really hard to watch.
Yeah, I bet.
But it's like they're such wonderful people, and that's what I would want them to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Thanks.
That's it. We did it.
Yay.
It's over. Thank
I
you so
loved
much.
it. This was
Oh,
so
I'm
easy.
so glad.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it was very, very easy.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.